Welcome, beloved souls of all souls. Welcome, members. Welcome, friends. Welcome, visitors from all over the world. We are so glad that you are here. Today is April 19th of 2020, and we will be exploring the various uses of masks in our society. This is why I'm wearing this little mask here. Today also is the 25th year anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing, so we will also be talking about that as well. We are so glad that you are here. If you could please now join me in saying our covenant. Love is the spirit of this church and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Now we will light this chalice. We light this chalice as an invitation. We light this chalice as an invocation to all that is good and sacred and holy. We light this chalice today as a symbol of hope, a symbol of peace, and a symbol of love. The chalice is now lit. Come, let us worship together.
For all of us imprisoned, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us imprisoned. Circle for release. Circle keep the circle whole.
This Sunday marks the 25th anniversary of the bombing of the Alfred P. Murrah building in Oklahoma City. It was on April 19th, 1995 at 9:03 in the morning on a Wednesday that the bomb exploded, killing 168 people of all ages, including 19 children. What was true then is true today. That's what I've been thinking about, knowing that this anniversary was approaching and reflecting on the times we're living in. What was true then is true today, and what got us through then will get us through this today. In 1995, the people of Oklahoma City and of the state of Oklahoma gathered together, contributed their resources and their supplies to care for the wounded, to set up long-term medical facilities, to care for children who were left without parents or guardians. The community met that crisis with courage and compassion and commitment. They overcame the worst of what they saw in humanity and brought out the best in us, in each other, and in themselves. What was true then is true today. It is so important to stop and remember the heroes that came out of what I've heard called the worst and the most heroic day in Oklahoma history. So I'd like to invite you now to hold a silence with me for 168 seconds. That is 1 second for each life lost on that terrible day. You may want to close your eyes. You may want to tune in to your own breathing and the beating of your own heart. If tears come, you may want to let them flow. As we stop and remember, we are reassured that every life has meaning and purpose, even in death. And we remember, as the great singer Holly Near reminds us, that we remain open and we remain willing, because to be hopeless would seem so strange. It would betray those who have gone before us. So we ask you, the God of our understanding, to lift us up to the light of change.
I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless, which seems so strange. It dishonors those who go before us, so lift me up to the light of change. There is hurting in my family, there is sorrow in my town, there there is panic in the nation, there is wailing the whole world round. Join together. For I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change. May the children see more clearly. May the elders be more wise. May the winds of change caress us, even though it burns our eyes. Join together. For I am open and I am willing to be hopeless. Would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change. For I am open and I am willing. For to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change.
Let us join in a moment of prayer and meditation. Beloved, we are in a time of crisis and challenging difficulty and tremendous change. We are discovering new things about ourselves and one another, and it's important that we're gentle with ourselves and with those around us. None of us have been through anything like this before, and yet our ancestors have survived wars and pandemics and natural disasters and much more, or else we would not be here. We will get through this and we'll do it together. To everyone we say, you are not alone and you are dearly loved. Mr. Rogers always reminded children that during a crisis, look for the helpers. There are always helpers. We lift our hearts in thanks for the helpers. We send them our blessings for their safety, and we offer our love to all who are scared and sick and grieving. There is a love beyond our understanding that is around us and in us and holding us, now and always. Amen. can see I changed up my background a little bit just for fun, just to try something a little bit different today. I want to talk about masks because I find it fascinating that we're all wearing masks now, or many of us, to go to the grocery store, to do everyday things. Of course, a number of people are wearing them for their jobs. We're wearing them for our survival, to keep us healthy. When I lived in Japan for 2 years and lived in Asia for a couple more years, I used to see people wearing masks when they were sick. If they had a cold, if they had a flu, if they went out of the house, they would wear a mask to protect other people. It's just a normal part of their culture, whereas here in the United States, boy, it took a long time for people to feel comfortable wearing masks out to the store. I remember even myself, it was a little awkward the first time I wore a mask to go to Home Depot to pick something up. So let's talk about masks. I mean, masks, we've been wearing masks for protection. People still do. People will all the time, whether you're doing soldering or whether you're doing woodwork or whether a person is playing sports. We wear masks for protection. Firefighters wear masks for protection. Right now, police officers, in order to do their jobs, they're wearing masks. Grocery store workers, lots of different people are wearing masks. People have started wearing masks to do protests sometimes because of the tear gas and things like that. So there's lots of different reasons and ways people wear masks. And superheroes have always worn masks for their own protection or to protect their family and their identity. But we're seeing real superheroes right now. Not just comic book superheroes, real superheroes. The nurses and the doctors that are putting their lives on the line, grocery store workers, all kinds of essential workers who are doing the work to keep us alive, keep our world going around and making things happen. And we're so thankful to them. We're thankful to you, those of you who are doing that. And what a blessing. We are seeing real superheroes in our midst. Now, the thing is that we all wear masks in a certain way. Even when we have nothing on our heads and nothing on our faces, there are certain kinds of emotional, social armor that we put on when we go out in public. That's a sort of a normal thing that people do. There's lots of kinds. There's nothing dysfunctional necessarily about it or problematic. That we're not going to open our hearts and bare our values and what we care about with just anybody, anytime, everywhere we go. But it becomes problematic when we overdo it, when it becomes such a way of life that we start to forget maybe how we do really feel or what we really value or what we care about and who we are. A lot of people will fall into depression and just because they don't feel seen and they don't feel like they can be themselves. There's different personas that we use. That we all know about. There's the personas like the, I'm so tough, don't tread on me kind of personas. There's the my feathers never get ruffled. I'm cool. I'm calm. Nothing bothers me. This sort of conflict avoiding persona. Oh, I'm fine. I'll go anywhere. I'll eat anything. That kind of attitude. There's also the persona of somebody who just says, I don't care. I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care. I'm gonna do my thing. Life doesn't matter that much to me. Anyway, that kind of persona. And of course, there's the persona around success and wealth. People will act wealthier than they are, act like they have more by the cars they buy or the clothes they wear or how they carry themselves. And I'll tell you, it gets exhausting trying to keep some of these personas, some of these masks on. And I guess one of the big questions will be when we go back into our lives again after all this is over, when we take off the medical masks, will we take off some of these other masks? Will we allow other people to take off their masks and be more fully themselves? Our theme at All Souls this month is risking redemption. And it's an interesting theme. I mean, there's lots of understandings of redemption, but one of them is redemption as like a coupon. That a coupon is redeemed for its value when it is brought into the store, $2 off on some item, and you bring the item and the coupon and you give it to the cashier, and it's redeemed for its full value. Of course, if you just put that coupon and the paper that it's in your recycling bin or in the bottom of your bird cage, it never gets redeemed for its value. It's the same with our lives. That when we live our lives fully, when we bring ourselves forward, use our gifts, use our talents, share them with others, share our unique selves with others, we use our lives for their intended purpose, and in that way we redeem them for their full value. So that's what is at stake when we talk about giving away our lives and that being fully awake and aware and alive and allowing other people to do the same. One of the things that allows us to do that is to feel safe and to feel loved. I remember hearing a minister, William Sloane Coffin, once talk about how, he said, people love to hold puppies in their arms, and people love to hold kittens in their arms and babies. And he said that we love that because we can let down our guard. We're not afraid, and we can be tender, and we can be loving, and we can be silly, and we can be all those things that we love to be. There's such a longing to disarm and to be real. And of course, animals don't have to wear masks. They don't put on masks, I guess, unless we put them on for them. But animals are just more free to be who they are, and that's a kind of freedom that we can give one another, and we can courageously risk on our own as well. So that's, I think, the possibility of this moment is, will we, when this is over, we're longing to be together, and when we get the chance to finally be together again, will we unmask in more ways than one and allow other people to unmask in our presence, love them enough, not reject them, unconditionally care for them and whoever they are and whatever they bring, whatever personality, whatever quirks, as long as they're kind, as long as they're not harming anyone, can we love each other into our fullness and into our full being? I believe we can, and I believe that's the kind of community we're creating when we talk about loving beyond belief, loving each other beyond belief. And what I want to say today is that the world is awaiting your loving, and the world is awaiting your fullness. So when this time is through, let us take off our masks, all different kinds of masks, and let us be more free, and let us redeem our lives for their full value by using them for what they're there for and what they're worth. I love you, and I miss you.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are.
But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the flood, I'm gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum.
I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me.
Oh, 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 oh.
This is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me.
Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. Be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is me.
I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you.
So don't be afraid to let them show me your true colors, your true colors. Doom 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 doom.
You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. Inside of the darkness inside you makes you
Feel so small. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show me your true colors, your true colors. Doom 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 doom.
Show me a smile and don't be unhappy. Can't remember when I last saw you laughing.
If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all
You
your
can't bear, you
call me up,
because
you know I'm there. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show me your true colors, your true colors. So don't be afraid to let them show me your true colors, your true colors, your true colors, your true colors. True colors.
Hello again. We now extinguish this chalice with grateful hearts for the gift of this day, for the opportunity to worship together, even if it's virtually. May your own sparks, may your own fire continue to shine brightly until we meet again.